Welcome, everybody. Welcome. This is the Mandalorian season 1 review. I know I'm pretty late on this. I know I'm pretty late. Don't give me shit, man. But I started Star Wars pretty late. And all I'll say before we get started is it's crazy doing it in the order that I did it. Because obviously I watched Rogue One first. Then I watched Book of Boba season 1. And
Yeah.
then we went back to the OT, the prequel,
Prequels.
then
Yeah.
the sequel.
Yeah.
And then we had Obi-Wan, and then obviously I'm going back to Mando. Still got to watch Clone Wars, etc., etc. But because of watching it in this order, John, there was a part in season 1 that I'm like, oh, this is making sense now because I remember certain characters because of the Book of Boba, man. But how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. Glad to be here. Glad to talk Star Wars, especially Mando,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is this is the best Star Wars content we've gotten since what's that movie called? You just said it. Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One.
This is by far the best content to date that we've gotten since Rogue One.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
dude. That's pretty cool, man. The difference in this show is just so crazy compared like it's crazy everything you got to compare them to Book of Boba for some reason. I don't know why, like Obi-Wan, Mandalorian,
yeah,
whatever. But um what's up, Jesse? Appreciate you being here, man. This is the way.
that's right.
It's cool because IG-11, right? I've noticed something with Star Wars. Every single Star Wars, there's always a droid. Like there has to be a droid. IG-11 became a pretty cool droid, and I do actually remember even like seeing certain statues and stuff with IG-11. So I thought that was cool. But is there a reason why Mandalorian doesn't trust droids? Is it based on how they're programmed to kill, or?
I think it was how um if you remember, he was saved. He was a foundling, so he was saved by the Mandalorians.
Yeah,
And you see it in that scene, and
yeah,
then you see the droids were attacking essentially their village. So the parents hid him. The parents died,
yeah,
and the Mandalorians saved them. So I think that's the kind of the route where he doesn't like droids. But if you in Star Wars, there's always that character in the movie that doesn't like droids.
yeah, yeah,
So it's
yeah.
fitting.
It definitely is, dude. It definitely is. And we'll go over a little bit more, shortly. But like, I really like Mando, bro. It's crazy because today is Wednesday, so if I'm not mistaken, Monday. Yeah, no, it was Monday. Monday was the holiday. Okay,
Well,
yeah.
there was a
So
holiday. Yeah.
so that means Tuesday. Tuesday, I sat down. I was at the computer for about 5 hours, give or take, and I literally just watched the whole Mandalorian season. Like I had watched 2 episodes on Monday morning, but the last six I literally just sat there and watched, and like
Yeah.
it kept going, it
Well,
kept
but
going.
it's the show where you want to keep watching.
Yeah,
It's not like, okay, well, I'm going to watch because I have to. You want to keep watching and get
yeah,
into the story because it just keeps getting better.
yeah, exactly. What's up, just a jarhead? Also, so like the way of the Mandalorians are different than Siths. So the biggest difference from what I can see, and again, people out there watching pretty new to Star Wars, but the biggest difference from what I can see is they're more about like kind of like honor and creed and like in being paid versus the Siths are like Kylo, for example.
Savages.
Yeah, I come here for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, but like if you can fill me in on, and obviously I'm kind of jumping ahead, but if you can fill me in on Moff Gideon,
Oh.
he kept using the word imp. Imperial. Is that right?
Well,
So like,
this
what's
was.
the difference from there and the Sith?
I know what the films. I'm not too. I don't know Gideon's background character too much, but this was the first season was essentially there wasn't really much of an empire from what I understood,
What's
and
up,
if I can
Brenton?
remember correctly, the empire had fallen.
Yep. Yep.
So that's why that guy, what was his name, that gave the order to get Grogu.
Oh, you talking about Carl Weathers' character?
No, no, that's Grief. That's Grief Karga. The other guy, where he Mando went to get the bounty. Grief Karga sent him to this guy, and I forgot his name.
Um,
Um, I'm gonna
I,
find his name.
oh, you're talking about
The guy with the doctor. Remember
yeah,
that
yeah,
gives him the best scar for the bounty. That gives Mando the bounty to go get Grogu.
yeah. I'm seeing if I can look it up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see, dude. In the chat, if you guys know, definitely let us know, man.
Regardless, he was the one
Yeah.
that he was the one that said like the Empire's fallen and this is what remains of it. He was
Hmm.
an empire. He was in the Empire previously. Um, so they're after Grogu,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he's the one that gives the order.
Yeah. What did you think about the character? I'm probably gonna butcher the name, but Cool,
Quill.
Quill. Yeah, Quill.
I liked Quill,
Yeah.
and I like what he did with IG-11 afterwards.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That was
He's like, "Do
touching.
you trust me?"
Yeah,
And he's like, "Yeah, I can trust you." And he's like, "Then you'll trust my programming."
yeah.
Yeah, man,
I
that
thought it
was
was cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What did you think about Mando's character? Like for the first scene
Man.
where he walks into the taverns sort of thing
Hmm.
to collect the bounty to pick up the guy, and they're all sitting there, and then this door when it gets into the action, the door seals, chops the guy in half, and it
Hmm.
was. What do you think of that?
That was cool as an opening scene. In the back of my mind, the whole time I'm watching this, because you gotta remember, this is Disney Plus, so it's
Yeah,
not like the OT where like there is no Disney involved. The whole time I'm thinking, how much are they really gonna like show of this? Because if you remember, I'm starting from the Book of Boba to where like the Chrysanthemum's arm, was it the Chrysanthemum's arm who got ripped off?
the chrysanthemum? No, was it
It was some
in
in
Book
the
of
Book of
Boba?
Boba. Yeah, in the Book of Boba, someone's arm got ripped off, but they didn't show it.
No, it wasn't chrysanthemum. Ripped a
Ripped off the arm.
Trudosian. Yeah, it
Right.
was a Trudosian that arm off. Yeah, no, it wasn't chrysanthemum.
Jesse says the client. So like Mando is a very cool character, and like this whole time I'm thinking, are you gonna take off your helmet? Because remember, like I got this I got this Boba Fett instilled in my brain that you just freaking have your armor on, you take it off any chance you get. Oh, it's 97 outside. Let's take off the armor. Oh, I'm in Fennec Shan's presence. Let's take off the armor. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. With Book of Boba, that was the problem.
yeah,
But if we just keep it to season one and we're not talking season two,
yeah,
yeah, he was desperate. Is he supposed to take off the helmet? No,
yeah.
but and I think they did it too soon. I
Well,
remember when I watched the season originally, I'm like, he's taking off his helmet already. I felt it was too soon. I think they should have pushed it
too
back.
too soon to see his face because remember, IG-11 told him, "Well, I'm not a human, so therefore
It
it
doesn't count, sort of
yeah, it
thing.
doesn't count."
But for us as the audience, I like that, not like that mystery, that secrecy
Well, he
throughout.
hates it as an actor. Apparently now he does,
He
right?
hates the what taking it off.
Well, no, like doesn't it wasn't somebody saying that like he doesn't get the likeness because they don't actually see his face? Was that
I
is
don't
that
know.
true
I
or
haven't
not?
heard, no, I haven't heard that.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I was mistaken, but I like the character. I like the mystery behind not knowing so far anyway from where I'm at ending season 1. Like I like not knowing what he looks like outside of that one scene. There's that love interest where I was thinking, "Oh crap, he's going to take it off for this chick."
Yeah, they keep teasing you, but and then that's why I'm saying I think they should have just kept it on. It was
Yeah.
too soon because like I said, I like that mystery. I like that.
Just the Jarhead. Well, I mean, that's true because Jango Fett's his dad wasn't. Wait, is Boba a clone technically?
Is Boba a clone?
Because Django, because
Yes,
remember, there's all those clones in the prequel.
correct. But Boba was yeah, technically Boba was, I think. Oh boy, we're going back.
I know, man.
I'm gonna get chopped. I think he was a
Oh,
clone. He
he's a
was the
clone.
clone that Django said, "I want a clone. I want one for myself," sort of thing.
I want one for myself. Freaking, what you got a gremlin that we don't give water? I want one to myself.
Right? Yeah, like a, and
Yeah,
then it's his son.
Yeah.
Right? It's a clone, but it's his son.
Yeah.
He
No,
raised
that's
him as his son.
yeah, that's cool, man. I Now I want to ask you about this character because this character shocked me because remember my first introduction to this character is Sideshow. What did you think about Cara Dune? Like,
I didn't
did
like
you
Cara
feel
Dune.
like too aggressive as a lady? Did you feel like she gave you badass vibes? Like, what did you feel?
I didn't like her as I didn't like her acting. Like I don't know. There was something. There was a misconnection with Cara Dune.
Hmm.
Um, she was fine. I personally think she was a filler character. Right? She filled the story. She, not to say that she was bad, but I don't think she necessarily, especially with everything, the all the drama and everything that happened afterwards. When she left, you didn't
Yeah.
really feel it, right? She didn't really add much to the story, in my opinion.
No, you know who she kind of reminds me of? She's that character in Obi-Wan, the fake Jedi, Kamal.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she's like
The
that's who she
comedy.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I could see that.
yeah,
Just there to help the story move forward.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
we're gonna keep seeing her, but it's never gonna be that co-star role. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see.
And to keep it going, like, what's your perspective on Grogu? Because like a lot of times when people see Grogu, instantly like you're thinking of Yoda. You know what I mean? But obviously, is this the same species? Because they're saying this one's young. It's 50 years old, but it's young, which is like
Well,
crazy.
I don't think we found out yet if he's the same species or anything, or if there's any affiliation with Yoda.
At this point, is he still trying to take him to his people? Because I know they keep mentioning that, like, take him to his people.
Yeah, they're trying to. He's trying to get him to a safe destination because now all the bounty hunters are after him.
Which obviously, because of watching Boba Fett, we know that's to Luke Skywalker, right?
No, because don't forget this came out before.
Before Boba.
Yeah,
Book of Boba, yeah,
this
yeah.
came out before the Book of Boba, so you don't know it's Luke
Gotta
yet.
watch season 2. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it's the client. No wonder I couldn't remember his name. That's just
Yeah.
his name, the client. I had to go back to that. He's right.
Yeah, yeah, that's what Jesse was
Just
saying, the
Jesse said,
client.
yeah.
So a part that I kind of understood, I can't remember his name, the Marshal. He had the Beskar armor on because he had got it from some Jawas.
In
And
Mandalorian or Book of Boba?
no, he was in Book of Boba, but he's in season 1 of
Oh,
Mando.
the Marshal.
Yeah, and he talks about getting the Beskar armor from some Jawas that they sold it to him
Yeah.
basically. And it's crazy because I knew about him from obviously watching Boba, and it was crazy like seeing the waiter guy who's serving the drinks and stuff. It was
Yeah.
just cool going there. I'm like, and the whole time I'm thinking like, dude, are we gonna see Cad Bane? But obviously he
No.
never comes, so it's
You should have been. You would have felt this watching Book of Boba.
now I do see what you
Right.
guys are saying. Like looking back, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like looking back, it's like
Cobb Vanth is the guy. That is the
Cobb Vanth.
Marshal. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he essentially has, it's Boba's Boba's suit, his armor.
What's going on, Erwin? Appreciate you being here, man.
Know what's going on, man?
Yeah, and just the Jarhead saying there was a female of the same species on the Jedi console too. Okay. Same species as Yoda. Okay, cool, man. Cool. Oh, what the hell? She's supposed to have her own show? Nah,
Who's supposed to have her own show?
do you mean Cara Dune?
No, she can't. She not her. It can't be Cara Dune. Right, because Disney tossed her with the Twitter controversy.
Oh, can you fill me in on that? I have no clue
Oh,
about that.
something she made some posts. Um, she made some posts on Twitter.
Uh-huh. Wow. Yeah, he said yes, Cara.
She's supposed to have her own
Wow.
show, really?
Oh shit. Before
Oh,
she
before
got
she
fired.
got fired, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made some sort of. See if I can pull it up here.
Oh, dude, hell no, dude. That would have been kind of crazy. I mean, not that anything's wrong with that, but it's just,
Yeah, she was kicked off the show because of some Twitter tweets here. I'm not going to even say the tweets because
what's going on, the art chemist. Appreciate you being here. I haven't seen you before, man, but I appreciate you stopping through, man.
controversial
Oh
tweets,
yeah,
but
it's all good, bro. I want to bring up a couple statues real quick here.
sure.
So this one here is from Iron Studios, the IG-11, and as you know, man, shout out to Mojo. Mojo is one of the bigger collect Star Wars collectible guys that I know. Him, Junior. Obviously, you got USP. You got some couple people that I think are pretty much most exclusively Star Wars.
Thor.
Um, yeah, Thor. Yep.
Yeah.
This one, I had actually looked at this one months back, right? Months back. But obviously, after seeing the show, it's like, oh, okay, I see where they get it from. I know the exact scene. It makes you want pieces a little bit more, actually,
Hmm.
like knowing,
Hmm.
What do
And
you
this
think
is well
about this
done.
statue?
It's nice. It's really well done.
Yeah,
Um, iconic scene, of course.
yeah.
Um, This was what 350, 335.
Let me check. Yeah, 335. So I
By
would
Iron Studios. Yeah.
definitely like. I don't like the price point. Just being upfront, I don't like the price point.
Yeah. I'll be honest. If you want honesty here,
Yeah,
with the Mando series,
yeah.
I don't think we got top statue products. I think the kind of the stuff that we've been getting has been like, besides like the smaller 1/10 stuff that we've been getting, like these were really well done.
This is my favorite one
Yeah,
tenth right here. This is really. Can you imagine this in quarter scale or even 6 scale?
that's what I mean. If we were
Crazy.
getting this stuff in quarter scale, now we're talking.
Yeah.
But that ship sailed. I don't think we're going to be seeing that now.
Nah, not now.
So to be 100% honest, for the Mando, if I'm looking for representation in the collection of Mando, I'd honestly stick to kind of the 6 scale figures, because
Mm,
Hot Toys nailed the product on that end.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
with a lot of them. If you want to stick to statues, then this is your alternative. I know Iron Studios did a quarter scale Mando as well,
Yeah.
but it wasn't necessarily 100% accurate. So did Sideshow.
Yeah. Yeah. I really like this one. I'm not sure again if I'm fond of the pricing in
Yeah,
terms of 335, but for me, it's because when I first got into Iron Studios at that time with the X-Men, I mean, we're talking 99 to 130. So to see the prices pretty much triple. And of course, there is a lot more detail that they're giving you now versus 2 years ago, but still like $200 more is just it's a
it's a
hell of a
lot.
jump.
These they should have taken this license and gone quarter scale.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the best piece. Well, I'm not even going to mention it because it's from season 2.
Yeah.
Never mind.
The thing, this is another one that I
You
read.
can't click on that. Hello. What do you do? You can't. You just can't. It's
Oh, I
season
mean,
2. Hello.
oh yeah, maybe so, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just going through some of them, man. Yeah, I'll get off of it.
You're safe with, yeah.
Yeah.
This is what side. This was Iron Studios still okay. Sideshow did their quarter scale Moff Gideon,
Oh yeah, dude. I'm gonna go to the Moff Gideon real quick, man. And
700 edition size, and there's a cartoon, and I think
we'll
he's
skip
still
it.
available because that portrait is just look.
You know something that I didn't really understand with this statue?
What?
How come you make a okay, I'm gonna see if I can find it here because I felt like this was kind of misleading. You make a storm as well as an Iron Man, and they all have the outlook, the plug-in for the battery, but this one you give batteries?
Like they have the AC adapter.
Yeah, they have the AC adapter, but how come with Moff Gideon being the newest statue? Well, it's not newest Storm, but it's newer than an Iron Man they did, and this one's batteries. I don't mind the batteries,
Yeah.
but for corrosion purposes, like how many times am I actually lifting this up to, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
The thing here is the battery's going underneath the base or into the actual piece.
underneath the base.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I would. It would make sense to give me a battery if because in this case they didn't light up the base, right? So it's like,
No,
why run an AC adapter through the base if you're not lighting it up? But if they're making you still put the batteries in the base, then yeah, they should have given you an AC adapter. And it's weird that they don't, because they've done it with Iron Man, the old Iron Man maquettes
yeah,
that they did. They gave you the AC adapter and the battery option. So
Yeah, I'm just saying, when I look at this statue here, the statue itself doesn't bother me. I remember the scene at episode 8, if I'm not mistaken, of season 1, and it's really cool. I like how the saber finally lights up. Obviously, with Darth Vader, they're doing the same thing. So thank you, Sideshow, for like finally listening and kind of having some common sense there. It's like I don't understand why it's called a lightsaber, but there's no light. But that's another rant for another day. Um, I like what I'm seeing in terms of this cape. I can't speak on the portrait. The portrait. Uh, I know it's Gene.
Giancarlo, yeah.
Yeah, John Carl. I know it's
Esposito,
him.
yeah.
I know it's him. And I love him as an actor, so I know it's him. But like, it's something's off a tad bit. But I know it's him. You know what I mean? I know it's him.
They can't give this statue away for free.
Yeah.
It's been in stock with only a 700 edition size. They can't give it away for free. We did an unboxing one day on the channel. The
Yeah.
the dark saber is when it's lit is beautiful.
Uh-huh.
That'd be the best way to display it. But they dropped the ball on the portrait, especially when you got the 6 scale figure companies
Yeah.
doing the figure representation and absolutely nailing the portrait. They
Yeah.
dropped the ball. And they could have made it really cool. I would have liked to see maybe an exclusive, a
Yeah.
proximity piece of the wing.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's coming out of the sand, right? When you display it.
Yeah, dude. And I
And
and I gotta
it's the same thing with Cara Dune there. Same thing with her.
I gotta ask, like, what about her don't you like?
As a character?
No, as a statue. Like, do you
Oh,
like
the
this one?
portrait, even the portrait's off. I think the
She didn't get
portrait's
to
not
it.
there. The anatomy's there. The bulkiness is there, I think.
Yeah.
But there's something about that portrait that's just
She's a bulky chick for sure.
yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh
It's
crap.
I don't think it's as bad as the Gideon, but her edition size is 2500. So I think if her edition size was 700, maybe she would have.
And maybe one day we got to make a show of this and just talk about the conspiracy, because I do have a conspiracy with Sideshow Seconds. Like, I think they're down there dropping boxes, but that's for another show, man. I've seen this Cara Dune on there literally 10 times. I BS you not.
Yeah,
I've
as
literally
opposed
seen
to
it on there
them.
10 times.
Well, yeah.
And grant, anything could happen. I'm not trying to like cast aspersions or anything, but
I know what you're saying.
it's the same statues, bro. I've seen the Mandalorian on there, high yes. I've seen Scarlet Witch on there, high yes. Cara Dune, high. It's like all the ones that they
That are
can't
just
get rid
sitting.
of are randomly the ones that end up on Sideshow Seconds. That's all I'm saying.
They
Randomly.
just dropped today the Boba, the bust, the 1-to-1 bust.
Again, it's been sitting there.
It's been sitting there. Yeah.
And, that's just my conspiracy theories. Take it for what you will, man. But yeah,
This is I actually thought about picking the statue up because we have Fan Expo coming up
yeah.
in next month, and she's gonna be there. So I would. It's
Oh,
gonna
the
get
actor?
yeah, she's
Oh.
Gina. Yeah, she's gonna be
Well,
there.
so, okay, how does that make sense though? So she's not involved in anything future, but then with this, she can still participate with, or
Well, it's not necessarily this. She's still a wrestler, right? So she's still. Well, I don't know if she's still a wrestler, but she was a wrestler, so she has her career there. And this is just like they don't market it as. Well,
Cara Dune.
they marketed her as being in the film, but it's like okay, you can come get her signature, right? It's not really
Yeah,
for future projects.
right, right.
She's gonna be there, and Giancarlo's gonna be there. So I was thinking of picking up. But
What the hell, just a jarhead? Aren't they in talks of bringing her back?
I heard a rumor, but I don't know. I think that would be just leave her out at this point.
Mrs. Kennedy.
Just leave her out at this point.
Yeah, man, that's cool, man.
I thought this piece would fly when
Yeah,
she got kicked. You would think because all the smaller 3.75 figures flew off the shelves and started selling for a bit more. So I thought this was going to absolutely fly because you're not going to get another representation of her because she's not going to be in the show. But no, this thing is sitting like a rock.
yeah. On this statue, when you look at it from the front view, like I really couldn't tell at first, but I like how you have her gun, there as well. And I didn't know how Sideshow is going to deal with weapons, but then again, with the Star Wars, I mean, they're not really like, I mean, they're still guns, but you know what I'm saying? It's kind of different. It's not like a shotgun or something, but
This photo is making me sick, to be honest.
Oh, really? Why?
Look at that. Look at that Mando, man.
You don't like the Mando?
Bro, where the hell? It looks like he's doing a 360 with his body. Like, where's that crotch? Look at the way his pants fall, man. Or maybe I'm
Wait,
losing it.
I'm no, you're not losing. I'm trying to see like if you're striding. Like,
No, man, that's not
no, yeah, you're not.
That's
Yeah,
not straight.
no.
And he's
Even
sitting too.
hey, even
70,
Grogu is wondering what's going on. So what's
bro,
going on?
7,500 edition size. Are you nuts? No, they dropped the ball with this line. I wish another company came in and picked up the ball, but
Yeah.
so much potential. It's like you can never be perfect. You have one of the best Star Wars shows out, but the products for the Star Wars show and the statue world are half-ass.
No, dude, in all jokes aside, if you are to pick this up, and I would just strongly recommend catching it on Sideshow Seconds, catching it on like they just had a 4th of July sale. That would have been the perfect time to get it. Like if you are gonna buy it, at least buy it at a discount.
That's the only way you should buy it. It's
Yeah.
not terrible, but to drop $590 when you can pick up a nice piece for that price. You know what I mean? Like I think I'd be willing to pay Iron Studios the 1/10. I know it's a little pricey for 1/10, but I'd be willing to pay that just
Dude,
because of what you're getting. You know, you're
for
getting a good.
$60 more, you can get this Vader. I'm not saying this is the best Vader out there because it certainly isn't.
Yeah,
But for $60 more, I'm just saying,
that's true.
damn these ESs, man. I digress. I
What do
digress.
they say? What is it? 42?
45.
45. Holy man.
As a premier character, this is a perfect 1750 tops. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sideshow, this is what you're gonna do. What you should do. Okay, listen. 4,500 made to
yeah,
order though. You set a cutoff date. 4,500 is the cap. You set a cutoff date. Whatever the order is by that cutoff date, you cut it there, and that's it.
dude, that would make collecting really fun at that. Like, I know it'll be kind of scary for people. Oh, I don't get paid till next week. But you got to admit, if you
That'd be
get the
cool.
pieces, you got a collectible. You for real got the collectible at this point.
Oh boy, you're gonna want to. You're
And
treading
can you
on.
imagine with Star Wars?
You're treading on waters, thin waters here.
Hey, I'm just saying.
It's true though.
I'm
I
just saying.
completely agree. I completely agree with you.
People don't like it or not. I'm just simply saying, like, you would legitimately have a collectible that nobody else would have. If you care about ESs, if you care about all that
Ah,
stuff.
you get everybody saying I don't care about ESs. I don't care. Ah, please.
Hey, when it comes time to sell it, you feel it. Trust me, I've sold some
Nobody likes
statues.
to. I don't care who you are. If you're a YouTube streamer, who you
Yeah,
are. If you work for the company, you're not gonna tell me you like buying something and knowing that it depreciates. I'm not saying appreciate, make money and screw people over, but I'm saying at least hold value
yeah,
and not lose money. Come on,
yeah,
come on. You're lying to yourself if you say that.
yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely.
But anyways, back to Mando. This was like these statues. Even the I wish a company came now. Season 2, we're gonna get introduced to a little bit more characters. I think Sideshow nailed that piece, and hopefully we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, for sure, man. Honestly, out of everything I saw, I felt 8 episodes was definitely a sweet spot. I liked it that we got 8 opposed to 6 with Obi-Wan. Um, I feel like the episodes were at a perfect length, and that's another thing with this show. I feel like all the episodes were a nice length.
Yeah,
Every other show, Obi-Wan, Book of Boba, they've been kind of all over the place with the lengths. But this one, now I see why people really like the story, from the storyline, the characters, the flow, the length, the episode numbers. Just, it's like this was the first Star Wars that had been for a while, since probably with the Han Solo movie, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. But I think
Yeah,
this was the best. Like I said in the beginning, I think this is the best content we've gotten since
yeah,
Rogue
Rogue One.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know why a lot of people? It's consistent. I
Yeah.
felt like it was very consistent, um, and that's why you hear the comparison. That's why when we saw Book of Boba,
Hmm.
our everyone's expectations were up here for the Book of Boba
Yeah.
because we just wow, what's his name, Filoni and John Favreau, they
Mhm.
absolutely killed it. Wow,
Yeah.
and then you know what happened with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I. What did you think of the troopers, like the incinerator trooper.
Oh, do you mean where
We came in with a flamethrower.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was pretty wild. And like, it's crazy. Like there was that scene, where like they're pinned down and they're trying to figure out a way to get away.
that was
And
stressful.
like it was just like, what, like, wow. And it's
Yeah,
crazy because like the trooper was like, he was on the comm, he's like, yo, did he just kill our own men?
yeah.
Like Moff Gideon's character, it's such different because the last villain that I remember, and I'm not talking about Vader and Obi-Wan, but going back to the movies, is Kylo. It's so different than
Oh,
what you got from
completely.
Kylo just being all over the place. Moff is very strategic and,
Experienced.
oh, definitely, definitely.
How about what else do we? How did you like the blurg?
The Blurg.
Yeah, when with Quill, the way Quill was training Mando, and then the blurg was like
Oh,
the frog
the
cross between a frog and a flipping.
the bull that he was trying to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
learn. Um, I tell you this, man, it was definitely better than hearing freaking Danny Trejo talking about, you gonna freaking ride. Can you teach me how to ride? Like, this was more fun, more entertaining. It didn't seem
It was
forced. Like,
badass.
yeah, it was
Mando's like, I
bad.
don't want to flip and ride this thing. I want to
Yeah,
walk there.
yeah. Then you have fucking like I said, bookable. Can you teach me to ride? The freak.
Are you gonna have bantha babies? Yeah, you hate to see it.
Oh man, no, this was cool, man. Like I said, Quill's character was definitely cool. It's crazy that he did end up, giving up his life for protecting Grogu. He was almost there to the ship, but just not quite.
Yeah,
Um,
a little bit of humor,
yeah,
which you like
definitely,
with
definitely.
the scout troopers. Um, love the beginning
Mhm.
with where Mando faces the Mudhorn.
Dude,
Oh my god, that was great. That's what I feel that is what sucked me in even more.
yeah.
I thought that was such a cool episode.
And that it's crazy, like when he captures the guy, right? And the guy's like, "Oh crap, man, we got a guy, Casual Nerve Problems, man. What's going on, Casual?"
Oh, buddy,
Hey, sorry for being late, man.
this is the way.
My dog, yeah. Do you want to
Exactly.
ride a bantha? No, I was playing. No, it was cool though, man. Like, and it kind of gave you those goosebumps that Danny kind of speaks of from time to time. Is like, because remember the guy is back there. Oh yeah, got a lot to drain and this and that, and then like Mando's right there, and he just puts him on carbonite, just like,
Yeah,
yeah, you probably won't make it
yeah,
carbonated. Crazy.
yeah. That was cool. The Razor Crest, classic. The Razor Crest.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely cool, man.
who else?
So just to ask with him, is his whole like um I don't want to say existence, but is his whole thing like is it just specifically about being paid to do certain tasks? Is that
Yeah,
all
that's
what a Mandalorian is? Is
not
they're just bounty
necessarily
hunters?
not necessarily a Mandalorian, but that's him. He is,
Him.
and you'll meet more Mandalorians as we go along in the next season. But he's a bounty hunter,
Hmm.
just like Boba was a bounty hunter.
Hmm.
So that's the story you follow. You follow him
But what doesn't make
collecting these
sense is
bounties.
when he got saved as a fondling, all of those Mandos had the same armor.
You gotta wait.
Oh, they explain that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Okay,
do.
okay, okay.
Just
Because
That's season
think of
2.
it
Okay.
like they do mention it a couple times in the very beginning. It's like almost a religion,
Yeah, that's
It's
the perfect
basically
best way to say it. Yeah.
Okay.
it's like Boba Fett. No one calls him Mandalorian or he's from Mandalore or anything, but it's like certain people that dress up or like wear that suit. They're part of the religion, right? And
Yeah,
yeah, you'll see a lot more, which is
right.
cool. I think you'll
Boba
be.
inherited the suit, sort of thing, right?
Yeah,
Mando
exactly.
was raised when he was picked up as a child and became a foundling. He was raised in that environment.
Hmm.
So
How do you like this time period compared to other flicks and stuff? Because they're still on Tatooine, or they go there anyway.
yeah, I think it's good. Time period's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
It's after the original trilogy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So
because the
they don't.
Imperial was is the last of the Empire. Is that right? Is that what Moff Gideon's character is?
Yeah,
The
like the
the
tail
very
ends of the yeah,
yeah.
because
Okay.
they were destroyed, right? So
Yeah.
he's like the tail end, and I like it. It didn't. I think why a lot of people like this is because it didn't interfere with that main story. It was different characters, completely different characters, right? They didn't touch the Obi-Wan's, Luke's, Leia's, the main characters. They just completely pulled out new characters and
Yeah.
built a story around them. They didn't
Oh
ruin
yeah.
any legacy characters.
What's going on, Mojo? Dude, me and
Uh,
Mojo was up this morning, man. We was talking about some Star Wars stuff, man. Hey, I'm finally getting my first Star Wars pieces in the
Oh
collection,
boy.
man. I know it's happening. It's definitely happening, man. It's definitely happening.
What scale? That's all I'm gonna ask.
1/10 and 1/4.
Okay.
Yeah. 1/10 and 1/4.
This is the way.
Jesse says 5 years after Return of the Jedi, I believe. Yeah.
yeah, just around that period.
Yeah.
As your first time watching it, do you like how you're not seeing anything about Jedi? You're not seeing anything about like the
Well,
Sith or anything?
they reference it one time throughout the season because they're asking like uh pretty much like what's up with Grogu, and then I think somebody, I can't remember who, I think it's a crazy pilot lady. She's like, well, I've heard of this before, like, you know, about the Force, but she doesn't
Force.
reference it as the Force. She's like, I've heard of like an old like Jedi's being able to do something like that or their way or something like that. She references, and that's the only mention of it we get. So it's definitely different that this whole thing is just about Mandalorian way, their creed. It's just strictly about bounties. It's about Tatooine. It's about uh, pretty much helping out these people and gaining trust of droids, gaining trust of the Tusken Raiders, getting their help, coming up with a alliance, if you will, so they can take down a common threat, you know, towards the land. So it's crazy kind of getting all this backstory because, again, remember, my first experience with Tatooine or viewing of it is really Boba. Then you got Cad Bane come in there, and you know he takes off his armor. He doesn't have his armor any longer. He makes that comment like, "Oh, you should have kept your armor on," you know, to the
Yeah,
marshal. And it's really cool. It's really good just for it to not be about a Skywalker. And it's it's past that, you know, past that time. Uh, yeah,
yeah. I love how it's still in the Star Wars world. You know,
yeah,
like
But it's
there's
different.
Jedi's fighting
Yeah.
over there. There's like something happening here. It's a
yeah,
galaxy, man. Like there
Yeah.
has
yeah,
to be more stories other than just following a Jedi all the time.
Now
yeah,
you watch Book of Boba and like you saw the mechanic, um,
yeah. The crazy lady. Yeah,
Pali Moto is her
yeah,
name, and you saw her in Book of Boba.
yeah,
If you had watched Mandalorian first and then Book of Boba, you have that at least a little bit of that nostalgia kind of excitement.
yeah.
But seeing reversed, same thing almost.
Seeing reverse, you still had like, oh crap, she's there. She's gonna have this relationship with
Yeah,
Grogu,
yeah.
stuff like that. And but it was kind of weird because like I remember that scene where who was it? Was it R2D2 who took Grogu to Luke, or no, brought him back to Mando? I can't remember. Like he was,
In the yes,
yeah,
in the ship.
in the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It
So
was R2.
I
Yeah,
had that scene in the back of my head,
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
this is that crazy lady, man. But it was cool, man.
yeah.
Definitely cool, dude. Definitely cool. Hey, casual. I just want to bring this up here real quick because I had to ask John, and I just want to get your thoughts on just on this statue here. What's your thoughts on this Vader here, bro?
Uh, I just know a lot of people don't like the base, but as far as the statue itself, like I don't know, you can't mess up on a Vader. I
Sorry.
think, like I think it looks good, man. It's Vader. What did you guys say about it?
Personally, I feel like from a license standpoint, not talking about any customs, just strictly licensed. I personally feel like this is the one to get right now if you're not talking about going in the aftermarket, just specifically this is what's available. I don't think it's bad. I don't think the price point is bad. Um, I feel they can do lower ESs. Star Wars is a big enough property to where like it's gonna sell, and I feel like in the back of my mind, if I were to go strictly sideshow with every Star Wars collectible I get, I have no. If I'm not a rushy person, I have no rush to get them. I literally can be like I was telling John. Literally, what I could do. Okay, I'll get one on 4th of July, Black Friday, Christmas sale. I'll just wait till every sale they have and get it for 10% off.
Yeah,
Maybe free shipping.
They're banking that you do that.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, maybe you're right.
I mean, they're banking on that too, but they're getting everything between those,
Yeah.
like, you know,
They're
holidays. and
covering
whatever.
everything. Yeah.
So yeah, it's exactly
Hey, I'm
what you're
patient
saying
now,
though.
bro.
Yeah,
After,
yeah.
after
you have to
Prime
be.
1 Predator, my patience is high now, and I'm patient, man. I
You
will
have so
wait
much
this out.
patience. They're calling you Dr. Cash, man.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
This Vader was. You like this better than the Mythos, even though I know it's a different scale.
don't do that, John.
I know.
I-
No,
This Vader's bad, man. This
I
Vader's
don't
really
like
bad.
it more than the Mythos because
I don't
also,
either.
but for me, also the Mythos is like a whole different, like it's like the statue for I don't know. For me, it's a whole different.
It's like a different
series.
story, a different.
Yeah, I can't. For me, I can't compare them because they're doing two different things.
Well, then I guess this is the only Vader that is really on the market. Then, if that's the case, right?
Of course, go.
You know whether you like whatever, having all three of these options as well as the saber option, if you want the flaming one, you don't want it, whatever, just having all the options is what really draws me to this. And I'm not lying, this one right here, after seeing Obi-Wan, a lot of people probably want this freaking statue and go into Celebration as well, with all that footage that and stuff that Eddie was showing pictures, and then PJ was showing pictures and videos, whatever. Like, people want that stuff, man.
Once they announce the ES, this will fly, I think.
Come on, John. What do you think the ES is going to be?
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's
like,
the thing.
I mean,
They're probably going to skyrocket it. The fact that we haven't heard an ES yet is.
and let's just real quick. Can you give me your thoughts on this low stock? Like what's low stock?
No, this is a game.
2BT? Like,
This has been a low stock for 3 weeks already since Celebration. It's been low stock. No, that's baloney.
Yeah.
Because for $20, you're going to get all the exclusive swap outs. Why wouldn't you go for the swap outs?
Exactly.
The only thing I can think of is if you're ordering through a distributor in your local area and all the distributors are ordering, but no. I don't see that happening.
Hey, Mojo, if you have an extra OG Mythos, let me know.
I know a lot of people love the Iron Studios Mythos.
So wait, the
quarter scale.
The what do you call it? The Darth Vader that you have, John, is that quarter scale?
No. The same scale as this, 5th scale.
Okay. Huh. I really like this Vader, man. I like it. It's different. The 5th scale not having the light up saber doesn't bother me for whatever reason. However, I do feel like with quarter scale being that predominant scale for the majority of collectors, they all have to light up. I'm just saying, like, even if I don't care, they gotta light up.
100%. That's a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I don't care if I gotta pay extra $10.
It just doesn't make any sense if you're doing a Star Wars line.
Yeah,
one lights up, the other lights up, and then the rest of the line don't light up.
Yeah.
I don't fathom. It doesn't hit me well.
Especially for the Mythos line, like the Mythos line goes, a whole different story. It's its own story, and like, why not make it light up? Even the base light up, like the base could have like at least flickered or something. But
yeah. And I just want to ask you guys both about this statue. This is one I actually want. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know what the big.
Why won't this sell?
I don't know what the uproar is about this. I don't mind this one either. I think if you play around with the cape appropriately, I think it looks good. Yeah.
I think like 90% of the people that don't like it are the ones that want it on Throne. That's why.
Yeah.
Like they're just waiting for that.
Well, they want like a re-release
or something on.
Because Sideshow's done a Palpatine on Throne.
Yeah.
Back in the day, a long time ago.
Why those are cool, but they die. True. Yeah, I do agree. Like, all these are gonna look cool together, Mojo. I definitely agree there.
But they're not. Nothing's selling out anymore. That's just the new norm. Nothing sells out. Nothing. Customs. That's it. Nothing
Yeah,
sells out.
all three of these too, you could get in the aftermarket for pretty cheap. So
Like, come
there's
on.
Yeah,
that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
it just takes away. It's not that it takes away the fun, but it kind of takes away the fun.
I
what do you mean? The pricing or
No, it just takes away. It takes away the fun of collecting. You want stuff to sell out. It's a collectible. If things are
mm,
gonna be, if I can, I can walk it. For God's sakes, I walk into a Walmart. I have a
yeah.
harder time finding the vintage collection figures than I
yeah,
do these
yeah,
statues. And we're
yeah,
paying. Look at what we're paying. I like that hunt, and that you know what I mean.
yeah.
It shouldn't just be sideshow site. And literally, every statue they have for the last 2 years is still available.
Oh, trust me. After finding Doc Ock, I agree with you 110%. It was the hunt and the satisfaction of the capture is
It's
better than
nuts.
just buy, add to cart, click. It was just better.
And people don't. The problem is there's this wave of new mentality into the hobby where they just don't understand it. Like it's I don't know how to explain it. It's not selfish. It's just part of the culture of
Yeah.
collecting. You're collecting
Mo-
to, you know?
Mojo
Yeah.
says he agrees every day. He agrees every day. We need
Appreciate you,
Eddie here
Mojo.
to calm John down. Oh boy, Watson. Here we go.
No, we're good. Hey, we're just talking. We're just
Only
talking.
my only complaint though with these three, and this goes with even the LBS. And sorry,
Mhm.
we're getting off topic. We're just having a good show,
We're having
guys.
a good show. We're
The
talking what we
the
love.
LBS doesn't make sense. Just like the Sidious, you got Captain America being very low, and maybe it's because Captain and Sidious were the very first two. But Sidious is 2000, Asajj is 45, and Maul is 45. But then the new Vader is going to be probably Sidious ES is what I would assume, and it just doesn't make sense. How are you supposed to collect a full line if every character has a different ES? That's what I don't understand when it comes to it, specifically edition sizes, especially with these three. These three are all over the place.
I think with that, like it's popularity, right? Like it's popularity and the people that pre-order, supposedly.
Oh, so you're saying the companies know Michael might get all four, but John
Mhm.
may not, or Casual
Yeah.
may just want Asajj and nothing else. So they know
Yeah.
that.
I think so.
Based on
Okay.
character. Well,
Okay.
I don't think they before this statue have we really gotten a licensed Asajj representation? I don't think so. Not on the license
Custom.
market.
Yeah, that's it.
Custom stuff, right? And we had a Mythos mall,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Yeah.
shocked. I'm shocked Palpatine's still there, available. And Maul I can understand, but Asajj and Palpatine, I'm shocked.
Palpatine or not Palpatine? Yeah, Asajj is already on the second or third batch at this point because it was waitlisted and now it's back in stock on the
Back in,
second
yeah.
batch.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
They should do I think they should adopt the made to order method.
Yeah. One last statue to go over, guys, and I just want to ask you guys about this one real quick. What do you guys think about dioramas like this? Because I was kind of looking at this, and when I was watching The Mandalorian, I'm like, do you think they could have done a Mando like dio, like kind of like a fight scene? Or what
Yeah,
do you
like
you know?
if you get into the second season, he fights somebody
Oh.
else, and like I think
Yeah.
I think they could do it. But the thing with this one is like if you look at the it's part of the animation style, like
Yeah.
Clone Wars, right?
Clone
So
Wars,
Yeah.
it's kind of different.
Yeah.
I
I
like the
could see them.
Sorry,
No,
Steve. No,
no,
go
you're good.
ahead.
You're good. You're good.
No, go finish, please.
You could see them like they. I could see it like they're gonna do more with like a Dios using Star Wars. Like that's an awesome Dio for me. Like seeing
Yeah.
Maul versus Ahsoka, like that's really cool.
Yeah.
The concept is beautiful. I
Yeah.
can see them doing more dioramas. But if you think about visually what you're looking at
Yeah.
at her pegged into the throne. Why she you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's pegged in, her legs pegged into the throne. So it's a little off putting.
Yeah, and Mojo makes a good point. You know, they are all over the place. Look at Boba, 1500 ES makes no sense.
Well, yeah. After the show.
Which is I mean, technically this is from the Mando though, so
Yeah, but people don't
I
yeah,
know,
you're
Portrait,
right.
I know.
that portrait's cool. I really like the portrait on this one.
I am Boba Fett.
Yeah.
This guy.
E-
freaking this
e-
guy, man.
Even though like probably everyone's gonna flicker that into a trash can. No, I'm kidding, kidding.
No, it's a good exclusive. It's a good. Did they do an exclusive? Just regular. It comes
Nah,
with.
just regular, bro. It
Wow.
just comes with it.
Yeah. Um.
It's not a bad ES, but that's the ES I would have loved to see on Vader 1500 on like a more prominent character. Is what I would have loved to see, or even on that like Iron Studios Mall. Well, never mind because they don't do ES, so never mind. But
You won't see that on a prominent character because that's their moneymaker, right?
Yeah.
On a prominent character like Wolverine or a Vader, or
yeah,
they won't give you a low ES because they're banking on everyone wanting to jump in.
yeah,
What
okay,
they did where they messed up was they put a Vader premium format and then they put the Mythos Vader at the same time. So you're like, okay, well, you're putting two Vaders up for pre-order.
yeah,
I have a
definitely,
quick question. Let's say they put Darth Vader up for sale. It's an edition size of 500. It's a quarter scale. It's a banger. Portrait, everything's a banger. The base is a banger. Don't you think like people like automatically? I feel like people would buy it automatically. Don't you think that would push Sideshow for the next one? The sale go crazy high or like I'll sell out. Do you think that that method would like be the next sellout method, or would you think that would be the next, or would that be a sellout method?
Like
Like
to
make
help
it
their products continue to sell.
no, more like have a product sell out like that. I think
Have
that's
a product
the
sell out so future products there's that demand and that
yeah exactly yeah.
well that's how Sideshow was operating before all this mumbo jumbo. Their
Hmm.
pieces would go up for pre-order. I think their last one was Thanos on Throne.
Yeah.
When that demand, you know that if Sideshow, when you got that Thursday newsletter and Sideshow posted, this is what's going up for pre-order, and you really
yeah,
wanted it, you know you had to be there at that time to pre-order it because it could be 3 hours, it could be 15 minutes, it would sell out.
That's what
I
I
think.
want right now.
What did you say?
That's what I want right now. I want to be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey,
dude.
a hundred
you guys
percent,
get it, you guys
a
get it.
hundred percent. Because
Remember,
and I think it helps. It does help
yeah, it does.
with their future release. If because our mentality now, and I think a lot of collectors are the same thing. Well, I'm not going to pre-order or order right away. If it's just going to sit, I'll pick it up on a discount.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
literally my mindset at this point, and it's I hate having it, but it's like anything Star Wars I want from them. There's just no rush for me to get it. Like I don't care about being one of the first people with it, especially because I have other stuff that I'm getting as well. And so it's not like I'm just waiting on this one statue. Then it would be different. But at least for now, like I have no rush for that one specific character or whatever. So for me, yeah, I'm all for the discount. You know what I mean? But even hearing H stats talks about that day with Thanos on the throne, he missed out on the exclusive because it was gone in 5 minutes, in like the blink of an eye. So he had to get the collector's edition, and even that was gone 15 minutes later. And Sideshow's site crashed because that many people were just like on it. And like I wish we had that same like
Feeling.
enthusiasm, you know what I mean? Where it's
Yeah.
like, hey John, take your lunch break at this time, bro. You gotta have that window to, you know what I mean, take your lunch break, take call in, whatever you gotta do. Like, don't miss this one.
The how should I say it? The mentality behind collecting has pivoted
Yeah,
drastically, but I think it's going to eventually go back because you can't have companies making edition sizes of 4,500 and having the product sit there. You can't.
yeah.
That's not good for business either.
You would also think like in their warehouse or wherever they're holding the stuff at that they would kind of want to, be kind of getting inventory out, with a projected date. You know what I mean? I would assume, in marketing there is a projected date. Like, hey, we need all these gone by this date, or at least 50% of them, or something. Or, I don't know. I'm just thinking from a sales standpoint.
Mojo says, yeah, that's a good point.
Sideshow doesn't care anymore. They want to sell volume. They are no longer a place for collectibles. They are just a store. Wow, for purchasing statues. Holy cow, Mojo.
It's funny that you bring up that story about H stats because
Yeah,
that story affected him that day of until
yeah,
now, and now it's affecting us. It branched out like to where like you're like, dang, I want that feel, even though it's a horrible feeling, probably losing out, but it's a feeling that you you get when you miss out. You know, if you don't
It
put
puts
your
hair on your chest.
Yeah, but then
I
even
gotta
then
create
the
those, bro.
hunt is really cool. Like I said, dude, hunting down um Doc Ock, it took a long time, but it was really worth it. It was really, really worth it. And now I gotta hunt down XM Mysterio or not Mysterio. Yeah, Mysterio. And I have to hunt it down. I don't know why the fuck when I said Mysterio, my mind went to Rey Mysterio. The rest of I'm like, wait, and I have to like process it real quick. Yeah, XM Mysterio.
619.
Yeah,
Okay.
619, baby, buaka, buaka. So, and it's that hunt, John. I know it's a low edition size. I think they only made like 588 of those. So I have to find the right price, the right person who's willing to work with me. And
Which one? The Mysterio?
yeah, XM Mysterio.
Wow.
It's
How
no
much?
different.
What's the edition size of Doc Ock? Do you
Doc
know?
Ock, I think, was $6.99. I
Wow.
think I'll fact check it real quick, but it's just the point is like I like being able to have stuff that does have some value. I don't need every collectible. Oh, 600 edition size, so $5.99.
That's exactly. You don't need every collectible to make you a.
Yeah,
It's not a job, but
right.
man, come on, we're dropping a lot on this stuff. It's not like going to the grocery store and picking up a bag of candy or cheap little figures
Oh,
or.
don't get me wrong, just a jarhead. I like that the collectibles are affordable with Sideshow, and trust me, they do have some bangers from time to time, just like any other company. Just specifically talking about like I would just love knowing that Vader, for example, like dude, I got the Vader. Like when like Thanos on throne or that Doom, yo, hey,
Bro,
like to this day, like you will see me from time to time. Yeah, John has that Doom. And when you say it, it means something. Versus, I got the symbiote Spider-Man. Nobody cares. Oh, okay, you got the 7,500 symbiote Spider-Man. It's cool, yeah, but it's just different. That's all, man. It's just different.
yeah, it's it's a topic. I'm telling you, you can do a whole show on this topic,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you'll have people agree, you'll have people
yeah,
disagree, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
yeah,
Just don't. I think it just gets to a point where you shouldn't knock. One is not better than the other, sort of thing.
yeah. I'm definitely not knocking. I'm just saying,
No,
like,
no,
having a
yeah,
good mix in the
of
collection is
course.
always cool.
I think
Open for
it comes to
discussion.
the companies. This comes down to the companies and ensuring that
John,
the community's happy.
there's 300 of those 338 of those predators and predator victims combined is a total of like 600 for like individually.
Yeah,
Just knowing that not that many people gonna have that set up, it is a little bit different. Like,
come on,
I got it, man. I got it right
come on.
here. It's a little different.
I'm
It's a
getting
little
a little
different.
chub right now, actually. I'm kidding.
It's different, man. It's different,
Come
dude.
on.
I'm just saying, man. Like even the Sideshow Punisher, for example, I have the exclusive on that. That was 750 ES.
With
Just
the
knowing,
gun, the smoke coming from the gun, right?
yeah,
That's a nice
yeah,
piece. Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking at that right now. Oh, excuse me, 2000. I misspoke, but hey, the fact that it's sold out, I know, bro. Anyways, I digress, man. Nah, Cash, save up and get Franco Doom on throne or the Doom that Jerry has. It's all good, man. I'm cool, man. I appreciate it though, but it's all good. But I digress, man. Went on a long tangent. Season 1 of The Mandalorian overall, out of 10, 10 being the best. I'm honestly willing to give it a solid 9. Like I was, or even as low as an 8. But I mean, a solid 8 or 9. Like it was very entertaining. It kept me engaged from start to finish. Obviously, knowing the characters at this point a little bit more opposed to the new characters, it definitely, and even the new ones I know because of the statues or just hearing you guys talk about it. So it definitely helps not being like new to Star Wars in terms of like just being completely lost. Now you can actually sit, breathe, and enjoy. So I really enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to season 2. Probably gonna start it tomorrow because I don't really want to wait, and can't wait, man. Like it's a good show, and I'm excited for season 2, man.
This is the way.
It gets better.
It's a little, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you give it, Casual, out of 10? What did you think of
Yeah,
season?
man. So it reminds me when I was a kid, like when like Saturday morning cartoons would come up, I'd be like, I gotta be here with my cereal, 8 a.m. Gotta get it like full of whatever.
Hmm.
and turn on the TV and go like, oh, start laughing, like
Yep.
start enjoying it. And then
Yeah.
after when Monday comes around, go to school. Like, do you guys watch an episode on Saturday? That was a banger. I can't say that word, but like it was like, topic of the week,
Yeah.
Saturday morning
Yeah.
cartoons. This is what that felt like. Every single time I watched each episode, I talked to it like at work with you guys, with like everybody, and everybody was positive about it.
Hmm.
It was good. Oh, I don't know if you guys talked about this earlier. The music, the intro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when that kicks in, I'm just like, oh, it says skip intro. I'm like, nah,
No, no,
I
no,
we're
never
just
no.
skip
not
it either.
playing
I
it.
Can
never
we
skip it
replay
either. Yeah.
it?
No, but solid 9 for me.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, John?
I'm 100%. Let's echo what Steve said. Those vibes, and the
Yeah.
the good thing is everybody in the community, like in your inner circle, was on the same page.
Yep.
Everybody felt the same
For
way. Like,
once.
oh, that episode,
Exactly. Yeah.
exactly right. It wasn't torn.
Yeah.
Um, and the praise, like it was just great to hear the community praise it and enjoy it and be part of that, like embracing
Yeah.
a good show. It's being that the fan again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I give it a 9. I'm the same way.
Oh, Kathleen was bothered. She was up there on her house, like,
Yeah. People are
gotta,
too happy.
gotta balance this out
Yeah.
here. Where is Boba Fett?
How for you guys? Why is it not a 10?
I,
Because
I,
nothing's perfect.
yeah, I agree. Like nothing's perfect. There's always room to grow. So I can't give it a 10, but I can definitely give it a solid 9. Like, trust, I have nothing bad to say though. Nothing bad at all. Nothing bad to say. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess it could be a 10, but I'm a strong believer in there's always room to grow. That's all, man.
Mhm.
For me, like him removing his helmet so
Yeah.
soon, that kind
Yeah.
of bothered me. But those are such minute issues.
Yeah.
Or even Cara Dune, the acting sort of kind of threw it off a little bit. You can tell she was filler,
Yeah.
but again, that's just to keep the nose in the air and complain about something.
Yeah.
Those are you can easily,
Nitpicky.
nitpicking exactly.
When are you going to start Clone Wars? I'm not sure on Clone Wars, Rebels, and all that. Like, I'm gonna finish up Mando right now. Andor, I think. What we got? We got like 7 weeks for that. 6 or 7 weeks, I think.
Is
So
it?
I'll see. I mean that's obviously what I'm gonna do next because I've watched the film. So I definitely want to go back and even watch the what is it? Is it the Jawas or the Ewoks or whatever? The movie that they had.
What are you talking about? That cartoon thing?
No, those old movies on Disney Plus. Remember that Danny was telling us about?
Oh, those don't count for anything. I don't think.
I know, but I'm just going back and watching everything, man. And it's like, just to get more Star Wars, man, just embracing
course.
everything. And so, I mean, I'll definitely get around to it. I
Watch
definitely
Visions.
Visions
Yeah.
is what it's
Yeah.
called. Yeah.
What's up,
anime
Barth
one.
Rashid?
What's up, Rashid?
What's going on, Rashid? August 31st is Andor.
August 31st. Yep, in August. Yeah, yeah. So I'll definitely get it in there before then, for sure, man. Is Clone Wars before Rebels or Rebels is after?
I want to say Rebels is after.
After, okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Don't quote me.
I can't tell you. I haven't seen that one for a
I
while.
haven't watched it. Yeah, I haven't watched it either.
Yeah. Then that'll be next, man. I'm actually just pulling it up real quick here, just to freaking see what the heck is on here.
And then season 3 of is in February
Of Mando.
of Mando. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, this part right here, when that comes on, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, shit. Get the popcorn. Right?
Yeah, man. I love it. Star Wars Rebels 2014. Oh yeah. Clone Wars is definitely before that. I can just tell you from the year.
Yeah.
Clone Wars. Oh yeah, Clone Wars did have a movie, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yeah,
content.
2008. Shit.
Yeah, Rebels is after.
Have you guys seen this movie?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be checking it all out, man. Yeah, Rebels is after. Yeah, I'll be checking everything out, just trying to embrace everything, man. And honestly can't wait, man. So we shall see. And Clone Wars the final season. What the hell?
Yeah, so they really recently did that, the final season. because it didn't really end until I think a year
Oh,
ago.
they're just advertising it that way. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freak it. Just play it real quick, whatever.
Soon, the galaxy will be remade.
Oh, season 2 spoiler.
And Republic.
I'll just do 10 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, shit!
shit.
I heard them all! Oh, I heard them all!
I sense a plot to destroy that.
Okay, that's all, guys. My bad.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, man. Samuel L. Jackson, bro. That's what's up, man. I can't wait for that, dude. I'm loving Star Wars, man. I'm loving Star Wars, dude. I'm loving it.
It's just like the other day, Star Wars. What's that?
Yeah.
I know, man.
See how fast time flies?
Dude, it does. Like, this has been my Star Wars year, man. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I'm sure Ahsoka series will have a lot of characters from Rebels in it. I don't know, because like for me, the only Ahsoka I've got is what was when she was with Luke at the temple, right? At the school.
That's what you got so far. Yeah, I would
that's
say
all
that.
I've gotten. Yeah, myself. Yeah.
So far. Yeah.
Wait, young Padawan.
Gotcha, man. I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting. Any last words or closing remarks for any of you two?
Oh man, I'll tell you guys a funny story really quick.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had a stream, right? The guy that won, very, very common name, David Jones.
Yeah.
And people that usually win message me right after, or like they message me the next day. And so I was like, he's probably waiting, but let me reach out to this guy. So I messaged David Jones. He's like, hey man, congratulations. Like, were you the one that commented? He's like, nah, I watched, but I didn't comment. That's not me. And I was like, thank you for being honest. Thank you, whatever. So then I messaged another David Jones. He's like, hey man, I commented, but I didn't leave that. Yeah, but like, I could take it if you want. And I was like, that's cool, but I'm looking for the one that commented, And then like all of a sudden, this David Jones guy friend requests me. He goes like, hey, I'm sorry. I don't know how to use technology, but this is my first time winning, and I'm David Jones, the David Jones.
What
and
the
I was like,
hell?
I'm David Jones,
finally.
bit.
So I was like,
awesome.
thank you. Yeah, it was.
Well,
it
how
was
many
pretty
David
funny.
Jones you got watching the show? Holy man.
I
Yeah,
know,
what the
right?
hell, dude?
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
Congrats to you, David.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Congrats, David. Congrats again to Casual on the 400. It's only up from here, bro.
That was my
I
little
love
journey
that.
today.
I love that Ahsoka statue. Yeah, the Ahsoka statue looks really
Oh
good, man.
yeah, it does
Yeah.
look good. Yeah.
Definitely.
I think that's the best one from the line.
Real quick before we get out of here, let me just see real quick. Give me 1 second, guys, and we will put it to a end. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Just wanted to pull it up real quick. I'm not gonna lie. This really looks like this looks good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This looks good. Obviously, this is kind of like a spoiler for me, but obviously, I already knew it was coming because I'm backtracking, obviously. But this looks really good. Dare I say, this looks really good. And $635 price point isn't too bad. Don't have to wait much longer to get it. About 6-7 months, not too bad. I'm liking what I'm seeing. No EX on it yet, unless they just add one later, which I don't think they will. I think the ES is going to be 1750 to 2500 around there. I like what I'm seeing. So, yeah. Just wanted to put that share that real quick. And yeah, well, is something you guys picking up or you like, or?
I really like this one. I
Yeah.
can't pick it up because like it's quarter scale. I can't touch
Wait,
this one.
Is
Huh?
it
It's quarter scale. Yeah, like I'm only with Star Wars. I'm only doing mythos. I'm
Oh,
gonna stick
fifth
with my
Fifth scale.
myth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I
That's-
really like this.
That's the scale casual. No, I was playing, but yeah, that's what's up, dude. Yeah, for sure. So, what about you, John? You getting this? You like it?
I love it. This would have been a day one for me. I'll sit and wait a little.
Yeah.
Day one, if the saber's lit up. Day one.
We talked about that earlier.
I know,
I didn't
but
even realize that you just said it right now.
especially for
Wow.
this one, it looks like she's holding 2 fluorescent lights.
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
fluorescent
You're like,
bulbs.
am I gonna change these or?
But perfect. Portrait's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes no
Simple,
damn sense.
but that's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the Jarhead says I'll be picking that one up.
Dang.
Is Samuel Jackson supposed to be in the next Boba Fett series? They're bringing Boba Fett back?
I am Boba Fett, and I'm back.
I think he's messing with you, man.
Oh, all right. Whatever,
Unless
man.
Rashid liked it. I don't know. Rashid.
Yeah, it's all good, man. But yeah, that's everything we guys got for you this week. The Mandalorian season 1 review. Appreciate you guys coming through. I know we went on a little bit of rabbit holes as well, but that is our Mandalorian season 1. Excuse me. Next week we will do season 2. Can't wait for that to come. And then tomorrow we got the Cashing Out show. Can't remember what episode. I think it's 39, but we got the Cashing Out show. Then Friday, I got an episode of Nostalgic Evolution on the channel. Saturday, gonna do the Saturday Night Live chat. Probably switch up the time, make it an hour early at 7, just to like kind of get in, get out type deal. But just gonna have a good time, man. And yeah, that's everything, man. What's going on with you, John? You got After Dark today, or
We got After Dark
John,
tonight.
you got competition right here. This is CW guy right here. Every
Oof.
day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, we got After Dark tonight, and then Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern, we got Club. And hope you guys can make it. But yeah, that's always a good time. You know, we talk news and all the fun stuff.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, definitely will be there on Friday. And what about you, Casual? What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Enjoying the rest of the week. I had 400 people on my back right now. So
It's getting heavy, eh?
No, I'm just gonna relax this whole week. But yeah, if you guys, I'll try to join your show on Friday on Club and everything else, man.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I'm gonna say this. Can you imagine when all 3 channels have, let's just say, 100K, and we're like, you could just be like at the convention or just anywhere, and like somebody is like, "Hey, man, like, dude,
hey,
bro, I got 100,000 people on my back. Back off, back off."
Security.
I'll be smoking like. Remember when we were celebrating 400? Rookie numbers
cigars,
right there.
man. Alfred, bring me my Rolls Royce.
Freaking the Godfather, man. Don
Buddy,
Corleone.
I don't understand how YouTube works. Okay, I'm just gonna say we're gonna do a 2-second tangent. I was on YouTube today. This video pops up. Because my wife likes to watch these vloggers.
Yeah.
People that just buy shit on Amazon all day, and then I woke up and this is what I'm making for dinner, and this. Okay. This woman, nice lady. This was her YouTube video, 900 and something thousand views. This was the title of the YouTube video: vacuuming the first and second floor. 900,000 views. I'm like, what dimension am I sitting in right now?
I feel like you're leaving something out though, John.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. No, it was just a lady. Just
no, this ain't no fucking.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm gonna actually show you something, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. I promise. I'm just gonna show you something real quick to combat that.
Everything was wrapped up in that video. I promise.
I literally watched one of these. All they're doing is blowing leaves with a mower, and they get 1 million fucking views.
It's nuts.
Bro.
I don't understand it.
What the freak?
We're here having passionate conversation. Passionate. And no, guys.
Hey, you talk about carpooling, collecting. I guarantee you I'm being outside with the rake and I'm talking collecting, but just see what the fuck happens. I'm raking leaves, motherfucker.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Oh man, honey, throw in the fake leaves. I know it's summer, but throw the fake leaves. We need them.
Turn the fan on. I need some wind.
Oh man, no, it's been real, guys. I appreciate everybody coming, man. You guys have a good one. Cash out, baby.